time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bailey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Payne. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Throws to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now from inside the red zone. Just threw that one way too far.
But how loud loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Under fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. You trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He breaks a tackle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the run, it's Malone. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Oh, they're after him. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The short hands, it's James. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a little space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Finds his man. It's James. And they get him down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the defense's USC's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Trucks through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. That's caught. It's Malone. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. And to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Holstein. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space at the 25. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got a man. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone hat.
Going to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Finds a little space. Runs through the tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The Trojans want to move quickly. This quarterback part of their running game. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Another incomplete completion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up 14 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Payne. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Holstein. It's caught. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. At the 35, he's got more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly handed to the running back. You can see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Just plowing ahead. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans decide to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Makes the catch, it's Baker. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Looking for the time with the extra point. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Wormley. Got the first down and more.
Man, I do not want to guide him with dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop. What a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He got it. Touchdown Trojans. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 38 to UTEP. We'll we'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Payne.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Gonna look downfield again. He's taking a deep shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Got him downfield. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Malone. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Trojans can second and short. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make the play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.